Hi everyone, this is Momma.RN.Colorist, and today I thought that I would do an introductory video by showing my complete coloring book collection, any whips and completed pages in my books. So let's get started. So the first book that I have here is Spiroglyphics Rock Heroes by Thomas Pavitt. And I've had this book for a really long time. Actually, most of my books in my collection I've had for quite some time. 6 years on. Pre-children. Some of these books don't have anything completed in them, and some do. But yes, there's not a whole lot to see here unless they're colored in. I'm sure you guys have seen this kind of book. So one thing that I want to point out is at one point I was gonna count all the pages in my books and make these little charts here with boxes taped in with washi tape and check off the completed pages as I did them, but you will see that that quickly goes away. I just don't have time for that. I am a full-time RN, and I have 2 very small children, so I don't have a whole lot of time for coloring, unfortunately, or fortunately, as long as, you know, however you see it. I'd much rather spend time with my kids and just have a little bit of coloring time at the end of the day, or, you know. But here's some completed pages. I did a few, and then I started to, uh-oh, my book's coming apart. And then I started getting a little fancy. Let's see, like this one has 2 tones. I actually think that my marker ran out, and then I was like, well, what if I did a purposeful 2-tone page? And you'll see that next here. Elvis. See, like here, I got bored with just doing one color, so I was like, well, let's just try to see what it will look like. And I did very Rasta kind of colors here. Bob Marley with his, I think I looked up his album to see what colors were on it. But yeah, I split them up and then did another kind of 2-tone one where I split up the colors. And I think that is it. So I'm going to show you the answer key. So if you don't want to see it, look away, please. So I think I got up to number 10. Still have 10 more. So I just don't have a whole lot of time with just doing these. All right, that was Spiroglyphics Rock Heroes, Thomas Pavitt. And I'm sorry about my squeaky chair. It's an old desk chair, and it likes to squeak every time I shift my weight. Here's another Spiroglyphics around the world. Another sticky note here. I don't have anything completed. And I definitely got this book when it first came out in 2018. I got the other one first, and then when he released this one, I got this one. Hopefully I'm in frame. Let me check. Yeah, okay. All right. So, I only did one little circle in this book. It looks like I was going to split the colors up again, which is very interesting because I have it split into 2 and this one's in 1. But anyway, I don't think I have any. Oh, just a little start there with black. I don't think I have anything else in here. Alright, and here is the solutions. I don't know. I don't really like the buildings one. I really wanted to get the Disney villains, but I was like, oh, I'm not even working in these, so I didn't want to get another one if I'm not going to have time to work in the ones I have. So that's Spiroglyphics Around the World by Thomas Pavitt. Next, okay, my books are not in any order. I kind of just threw them on my shelf, and so I apologize about that. And you might hear my cat. She wants to come say hello, but I won't let her, and she is getting upset with me. Let's see. I already filmed this once, so, but it was in portrait mode, and I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm going to try this landscape one, and I'm sorry if I cannot get it right. But this is Sweet Treats by Kaiser Color. I think this one is also 2016 or 2018. 2016. So I got this from Hobby Lobby back when my Hobby Lobby actually sold a good variety of coloring books. They don't really anymore. I guess the coloring book craze slowed down here in my area. But it's a cute book. Oh, this one. Alright, so in my books, you'll see that I have a thing where I have to color the first page. I don't know why that I'm impulsed to do that. Especially if I'm not going to finish it. Like, some of these books have the first page, and then I don't want to go back to it if I mess it up. Or if I think I messed it up. But I do have a lot of whips, because I get bored. Like, I had great intentions, like the colors are what I wanted, and then I went back to give them dimension, but I got bored with coloring circles, so that's where this is. And I don't know what colors there are, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to come back to it. Let me see. Do I have anything else? I'll give you a little glimpse of some of the pages, but I don't want to do full flip throughs because, to be honest, I don't know if you can even get these books anymore. I haven't checked. Oh, look at that. I like that color. I didn't blend it very well, but I do like how I chose those colors. Oh, a building. I love coloring like the cartoony kind of buildings with the doors and like the front of the stores and stuff. I really like that one. Well, just a bunch of sweet treats like the title says. Oh, in my first portrait video attempt, I flipped to this page. I was like, oh, an Easter page. I could do some Easter eggs for Easter. It's right around the corner. Next week, I think. The 20th. I don't know if this is going to happen, so I found a sticky note. And the sticky note might live in there for another, 6 years? I don't know. Oh, man. Alright. They're really cute. I like the pie. Milkshakes. But yeah, that's it. I felt like I messed this one up, so I never went back to color anything else in it. The next Kaiser color is Cats and Dogs. So these books, as I mentioned, were pre-children. I have a 2-year-old little boy and a 5-year-old little girl. And when I bought these books, all I had were animals. I had cats and dogs, and they were my only family. So I wanted to get a book. that had a bunch of furry babies in it to color. And they're super cute. But, as you will see when I get to my Kirby books, I am forever scarred by fur, and you'll see why. So, I really needed to destash this book, because I don't think that I'm ever going to color fur. Like, I could just block color it, and it will look cute. But I got this book so I could practice fur until I got scarred. Anyway. Look at the kitty. He's yawning. He needs a nap. I didn't have anything done with this. The glitter washi tape, I went through my books a while ago, put glitter washi tape on them to tell me that I never colored in it, not even a whip. So, it was $10.99 in 2018. Goodness. It's like prices now. Okay, let's see. Speaking of Kirby Rosanna's, I'm going to show you my Imagimorphias, and my washi tape's coming off. These are some of the, my book just fell down. These are some of my very first books. And I didn't know why, when I did my first video, why I had 2 copies of it, because it's not even my favorite kind of Kirby book. But let's show you why I have 2 copies. This second copy is not even touched. I just had to repurchase it because I royally messed up a page in the first book. Never colored. And that's a shame. But this book has, I think, my biggest coloring disaster in it. And I kept it in here, and it is very embarrassing to show, but let's just go ahead and flip through. As you see, I don't have a little notey, oh my gosh, a sticky note or a tracker here, because I don't have time to like go and count all the pages and make little cute notes, even though I would really like to, but I just don't have time. This one was ink tints, when I first got my ink tints, shaded over with a little pencil. Don't know what colors I was using. I could probably match up the ink tints, but I don't even know what pencils these were. Maybe Prisma. I don't know. Some of these pages I probably will never get back to unless someone asks me, hey, can you really go back to that? And I might, but I always loved this mech butterfly. All right, let's go back. Let's see. Oh, I just wanted to color one day. I got some Crayola Super Tips. Don't know what kind of color scheme that was, but that's what I did. And I had a good idea of coloring in these hidden objects. And whenever I found it, I would come back here and look at the colors that I made them in the back to match in the page. But I don't know if that concept was very good, because I don't even remember what supplies that was. Okay. I started this one with a water-based marker, Crayola Super Tips. But again, I didn't finish all the similar leaves. I think I left 1 leaf. Or branches. No, 2, 3. Why didn't I just color them so then I could just complete the page, because the colors would have matched. Anyway. I don't know. Oh, that page. I'll come back to that. I have a story for that. I have a story for this book, actually. I like this tree. It's very cool. Like, what are those trees called? Like the wintergreen color. Anyway, so this page was a page that I was doing on my channel in a color and chat 6 years ago. And I think that was my last video on my channel until this one. And you know, it's funny because like some of these pictures I don't remember doing. I don't remember doing the, which one? I don't remember doing this. And I don't remember doing any of that. But this one I remember, and I remember I was filming a video with how I was coloring these purple mountains, because Purple Mountains Majesty. I don't know, I was just gonna go with it. And then during recording, I got some really bad and sad news. And I never came back to it because it's kind of like a bad memory. Anyway, I don't know. They were coming out cool, but I don't know. You attach memories to your coloring sometimes, and that one wasn't a very good one. This one also, and that's probably why I don't want to go back to this book. There's very sad memories attached to this book. I was following along with, before she passed away, unfortunately, always coloring. She was trying out her Crayola colored pencils. And I didn't have all the pencil sets that I had, but I definitely had Crayola and Prismas. Those were my first very two sets of pencils. And I was kind of watching her channel and doing this. It was like an old recorded video she did. But then I got the news that she had passed away. And I just didn't feel like it was right to use her colors and stuff. I don't know. It was coming out cool. She was a great colorist. And those are Crayolas. She did a great job picking out those colors. Oh, let's skip that page for a second. I don't think I had anything else done here though, except for that one. All right, you guys. I don't even want to show this page. I was heavily inspired by a lot of my very early book purchases by D.D. Willingham, who is a very talented professional artist that also dabbles in, coloring books and showing techniques to beginners and inspiring you and everything. So I was watching her videos, and one day I was watching an older video of hers, and she took out, I think it was this book, and she went through, she had her deco art or Americana paint, and she was doing acrylic washes on all her backgrounds and her main images and stuff. So I was like, wow, that's gonna look stunning. I can just shade in a little bit and it's gonna be great. Well, I don't know what possessed me to pick an animal page for my very first attempt to do an acrylic wash. But here it is. This is my very first fur disaster trying. I don't know why I picked the one in the middle. I looked like I gave up on him and I tried him. This is a disaster. I probably never will come back to it. But I didn't want to rip it out because it's a double page spread, so I'd lose, you know, half of the tree and the dragon. So I got the other copy because I feel like this book is completely ruined by my disaster of fur. And that's why I haven't done fur. Because, oh my gosh. I look back at this and that's funny. But I was like, no, never again. Fur is... But you know, my problem was that I picked such a giant face to do for my very first time. And it was in a crease. And I was trying to acrylic wash. It was just a recipe for disaster. I don't know why. Anyway, that's Imagimorphia, Kirby Rosannes, however you want to say it. Let's do this one. Oh, no. I have another Kirby. Alien Worlds. This one I got more recently. I got it as soon as it came out. Oh, last year? In 2023. So, but yes, I love this book. I love sci-fi and horror and strange things. So when one of the best, well, subjectively, one of the best coloring book illustrators or artists came out with a weird and fantastic sci-fi book, I had to get it. But to be honest, I am terrified of all these small itty bitty little details. Like I could go in and do my watercolor pencils or my ink tints, just base everything and just shade very slightly. I just don't have time to dedicate a month to do one page because I'm very slow at coloring. But these pages are beautiful. And I just love looking through them. This one, if you take off this one, this is the front image. And I will show you it because I actually completed the front page. As I say, I don't know why, but I am compelled that I have to do the first page. But you know, that's a double-edged sword because I worked in the book. But if it doesn't go well, I don't want to go back to the book because I ruined the first page. And I don't know why I put myself through that kind of torture. Oh, that's so cool. My Colorful Country Life, I believe, did this one. And it's in like one of his compilation books. And it is beautiful. I think it's this page. It might not be this page. But still, all those crystals would be amazing. That looks terrifying to complete. Okay, so this one, I absolutely love this one. It's a double page spread whip. And look how vibrant these columns are. It really looks like these are hot. Like they're glowing, like the planet's making them glow. Because I don't know, I was thinking the planet is like on fire in the middle. You know, well, Earth is too. You know what I mean. Like, it's permeating fire through the columns here. And it really does look like they're on fire. And I really liked it. It was based in ink tints and then shaded over with Prisma. And I based this part, which for some reason I didn't write down what ink tints I was using, but I was basing this. And then I just stopped. And it's very sad because this is going to look really cool when it's done. Anyway, flipping through. This one was really cool. I've seen a lot of people do this one really cool. What else? I only did the first page because I'm silly like that. But I am so stinking proud of this spaceship. So my vision for this was I was going to flip the colors because this kind of looked like it was in a crevasse or a dip in the planet. So I was like, well, if it was Earth, that would be a lake, and that would be like the desert. So I just flipped the colors so that this is kind of like a hot, lava-y desert, and everything else is a blue, like it's all water. But I do want to zoom in for this spaceship because I'm really proud of this spaceship. Let me see. Sorry if you're sensitive to movement in my lamp or my tripod is moving. But I think that is so cool how I shaded that. And I made it like glowy, but I think if I always say if I ever complete a book, maybe go back and like take some acrylic paint and kind of like, I don't know, do that thing and make it look like it's actual like flames coming out. That would be really cool. But anyway, I like how I shaded that spaceship. So I just wanted to share that. Let me zoom you back out. I am so sorry about the jiggling. That is Alien Worlds by Kirby Rosanes. Okay, what else? Let's do some watercoloring books because I had them pulled out from my first attempt at this video. This is Christy Rice's Painterly Days, the Woodland Watercoloring book. And this book is fantastic. I love this book. And I did not do anything except for 3 whips. As you can see that this is one of the ones that I counted the pages, made a little chart. I don't have time to do that. I'm sorry, my chair is about to squeak so I can shift my weight. Okay. It has these flaps, so like as you're working, you can do this and kind of just keep it contained, so to speak. So you only see what you're coloring. I don't know why I'm spending time doing that, but it's like a built-in blur page. Oh no, I ripped it. Anyway. Alright, so this is, I don't know what this was. I don't know what colors I was using. Probably never will come back to it, but I was trying to learn how to watercolor and make shadows and light areas. This is a beautiful book. I haven't flipped through it in years. I forget when this was made, but it was probably in 2018 that I bought it. I guess I don't see when it was published. Anyway, it's an old book, and some of these books I don't know if they still sell them or if they're out of print. Look at those butterflies. As you'll see as I go through my collection, I love repetition. I love coloring mandalas and patterns and wallpaper pages. I know a lot of people don't, but I just find it so meditative. I know I have a lot of anxiety, and just the repetition of doing things, it calms me. I keep coming back to this page. This page would be beautiful. It's like a fence background and like flowers in the foreground. And the strawberries. This strawberry season. But yeah, there is one that I did back here. And this one, I was actually smart. And I put a sticky note there with the ink tint and like what I was using for each element of the page. I don't know if I'll ever come back to it, but that was smart of me. And I think this is the only time I did that. But I was like doing some wet on wet technique, and it was coming out pretty cool. I don't know how to do it now, but I was trying. and all my little ladybugs. I don't remember doing this at all. I have no idea, but they're cute. I got a little messy there, but it's cute. So that's all out of there from Painterly Days by Christy Rice, the Woodland watercoloring book for adults. And I have one more watercolory type book, and that's Rainforest Escape by J. Gideon. It is like it says premium art paper, but it's like very watercolory paper-esque. And this book, I actually didn't do the first page, but I did work on one of the intro pages here. And I really wanted to learn how to do watercolor, and I just never came back to it. Like I could define some things, but it's just a base, and I'm never gonna come back to this book. But this book is pretty cool. It has these double page spread fold outs, and they fold out like that. How cool is that? And you can rip it out and then just work on a flat double page spread. And there's like single pages. I'll just show you a few of these pages. I don't even know, like I said, I don't know if you can get these books. I'll try to find them if anybody watches this video and wants me to see if I can find it for you. I can. Maybe I can show you the ISBN. Maybe that'll be helpful. And there's just, that would be cool, making the sand and the rocks and the turtle like in the water, and then this is like more land. But yeah, I think it's a pretty cool little book. And I just don't have time to color in all my books, or even dedicate a couple hours to do a page in this. ISBN. Aha. ISBN is there. It was expensive. There you go. Let's see. Well, let's do Nicholas Chandrawianata. And this is the Fantasia, and it's a spiral bound copy. Single-sided. The original one was not like this. It was a bound book without the spirals, and it was double-sided. And I seen this on Amazon when I was looking for that book. And I was like, I wanted to try alcohol murder. Like, I wanted to try everything. And I have a chart there that I have 3 whips. But, yeah, this book is beautiful. This paper is very rough, and the markers and pencils, I don't feel work very well in it. I mean, I did my best. There's a search. I mean, look at this. This is beautiful. I wish I could do portraits, and I'm just too scared to even try. I did do one portrait in my entire almost 10 years of coloring on and off, and I never really did. I like that. His books have like a lot of that shading like Kirby kind of does, so you know where to put the shadows, but then on other elements there is no shading, so I don't know what to do with that. And I remember, this is why I got this book. This beautiful girl, lady, woman, with the, I guess that's like a sword. She's like a warrior with dragon. I love this page, and I didn't want to do my favorite page. I don't even think I completed a page in here, to be honest. But, and look at that dragon. I would love to do those stones. I love to do doors and stones. Just, yeah, the repetition of it. I'm not really a big flower colorist, but All right, let's see. I don't want to flip through all my books like that. Let's see what I did a little tiny, like I guess they're called vignettes of Nicholas. Here I was doing alcohol. I think I just got my Cali Arts markers and I wanted to try it on this paper. So I based the leaves, never went back to shade it. Did water-based markers, not sure what brand, but I based that and some of this. And I really like how this flower was going, but I don't know the color combination. And I did not burnish it, but that looks really cool. I like how the glow, like it was glowing. I never came back to it. And that's the problem with a lot of these whips, is that I got bored with them and I moved on. And in my mind, I was like, well, I like that wizard. I'm going to come back to it. I'll remember what I used, but I don't remember what I used. I barely remember to eat. Anyway, there's another whip. I actually completed a branch, so that's done. So I could just do whatever colors for everything else. I don't know. Like, if I don't know the colors that I used, like, if half this branch was done, I don't know what colors to use, and I don't think that I would be able to match it, and it would bother me. It would give me emotional strife to try. I don't know. Anything? Did I do anything? Oh, that guy. So I originally got this book because of characters like this one and like the warrior girl I showed. Because my husband, he used to play World of Warcraft, like he loved it. And he would play every day for hours now. Oh, the skull. Look at that skull. But a lot of this stuff, like he had a character that was like this. That had, I forget what the characters are called, like the mages and the, but he reminded me of the character that my husband was dressed up. Warlock? Is that what it was called? But yeah, a lot of these guys, look at those silly guys. Anyway. Yeah, it remind me, oh, another Easter page. I'm not going to flag them. I'm not going to get around to it, so mermaid for mermaid. But yeah, yeah, I got this book because it looked like those characters in World of Warcraft, and yeah. So that was Fantasia by Nicholas Chandra-Wiyanata. Next book, it has similar paper, and that's why I don't work in it, is this beautiful Flowers and Gems by Grazia Salvo. This was also made in 2018, which was the year I got it because I seen that it came out and I was like, I have to have it. I want to do portraits. I want to learn how to do hair. I got a cough. Sorry. I'm getting over a cold. But like, it's beautiful. Like, you don't have to color in every book. I know that's what we get them for, but just looking at these pages, they're beautiful. Look at that hair. It looks like she just got married or something. Don't do it. No. I'm just kidding. Beautiful. Okay, so a story for this book is when I first started my channel 6 years ago. I'm not even going to say I started it. I was trying to, but make plans, God laughs. May Bronx, I used to talk to on Facebook Messenger, and she helped me. She's a very talented artist. If you don't follow her, go check out her channel. She helped me tackle one of these pages that I'm going to show you. She went out of her way. She went step by step Excuse me. And it's this page. She showed me how to do her skin. Like, amazing. And, like, I didn't finish her hand. Like, you can see, I didn't finish her hand. Like, how am I going to complete this page when I don't even... Anyway, it was almost done. Like, I liked her blue eyes and her red dress, the purple and the blue and teal. But I didn't finish her hand. And the only thing I had to do was that hand and the jewelry, and it would have been a completed page. I probably wouldn't have did anything else in the background, but alas, didn't do her hand. Anyway, yeah, that was the only page I did, and these are beautiful, and I can't do people like that. Like, I know what a person looks like, but when I look at a blank page, even though it's grayscale, I don't know where the highlights and the lowlights and where the shadow should be, and I don't want to ruin my books. It's silly, but that's why I don't reach for these books. Next, I think these are going to be the last few books here. And they are The Magical Journey. I do have more books, but my throat's getting scratchy. I'm just getting over a cold, so I don't want to keep coughing. The Magical Journey by Lizzie Mary Collin, and I have The Magical City. I paid a ridiculous amount for these books to have them rush shipped to me. I had to have them. I wanted to color in them right now, and it still took like a week to get here, and I paid a lot of money, and I feel bad because I did not color hardly anything. Let's go through this one. Because this one just has a whip in it, and I think the other one has the completed page. Anyway, these books, I love this book. Like, I just love how the lines, it's something about the swirls and the lines, and like, you pick an element and you finish coloring it, and like the other elements stand out and you know what to do with them. Alright, so these books were heavily inspired to get me going with my ink tints, following Coloring with Elena. She was doing ink tints in these books. I don't know if she still colors in these books. But she did amazing, beautiful pictures in these. And I wanted to learn how to use my ink tints, so I followed a lot of her color alongs. These are her colors. These were not my creation. I was just trying to learn how to use the ink tints. And, you know, following color alongs, it's... Some people think it's cheating, but you learn so much technique. Like, I didn't know what to do with my ink tints and stuff. But look at these color combinations. Like, the shadows are like a brown, and then it goes to pink. I would never have been able to do that without following a color along when I first started. Even now, I'm not the best at anything with art, but I'm trying to learn. I think that's the only whip in here, which is a very big shame. I spent so much money. Like, it says $9.99. I probably paid 3 or 4 times that to get this book in my hands, and then I did one whip. Okay, anyway, you know, it's the fun of it, the anticipation, like, I have to get this book. But this is The Magical Journey, and I did follow some more color alongs by Coloring with Elena. And I love looking at her stuff. She has grown so much since she did her color alongs. And this one I could probably fix, but I messed up I put colors where I wasn't supposed to, following her thing. Following her color along, sorry. So I didn't go back to it. But let's see, where is I see it coming up. This is another one where I was following her and I got bored. Like it was coming along so cool. And I just got bored. Like you can even see, I didn't even bother activating that Inktense. Or like I could have just completed this waterfall and then I could just come back later and do this, but no, I had to stop. Oh my gosh. But I think it would be easy to finish if I really wanted to go back and hunt for that video on her channel, because at least it's recorded and I could see what color she was using. Anyway. Oops. Where is my McDonald's or my diner page? Is somewhere. I passed it? Did I pass? Yes, I did pass it. No? Is it in the other book and I just completely missed it? I have to show you that one because that's like one of my favorite ones. Anyway, this is a map page that I was trying to do with following coloring with Elena. I'm looking through the other book real quick because I did another page and it should be, because these spines are broken, so it should be easy to spot, I would think. Oh, there it is. Okay. There it is. All right. This one is probably one of my favorite pages that I ever colored. Just the vibrancy, Elena's color choices, like where the shadows are. Like, my page does not look anything like hers is amazing and mine is mediocre. But it's the first time that I excuse me, that I did shadows or showing on windows. Sorry, I had to take a drink. I'm gonna have to stop recording here in a minute. Yeah, but I did a shine on the glass to make it look glassy. And just her color combinations, like compositions as a whole, are amazing. And then I wanted to do the next one over here because I think it would be cool to get like both pages done with such bright, vibrant colors. As you see, I did not get around to it. And I did not want to get the paint on this page, but now I know how to not get them on there and I can get it better. I don't know what acrylic paint this was. I had no idea what I was doing with any supplies yet. So, but this was one of my favorite and first pages I ever colored as an adult colorist, without like being a pattern or a, easy page. And that's it. That's the magical journey. I think that I'm gonna do, yeah, I think I'm gonna stop recording here, and I'll put these back up here while I say bye. So this is part 1 of my coloring book collection. I have more than that, but my throat's starting to get really scratchy and you don't want to hear me cough and stuff. So I will record the second part probably later today, and try to post it. But yeah, my coloring, I've been coloring for a long time, but they were in pattern books, and they are beautiful color, and I will show you them. But like actually picking colors and coloring a whole, like coloring a whole page, just my colors and my technique, I don't do a whole lot of because it intimidates me. And the ones that I try, I feel like I ruined the book. You know. But my collection is very old. 2018 is when I made the majority of my purchases. And then, you know, like Joanna Basford would come out with one and I'd buy it, you know. But the majority of these came from back then. And a lot happened in my life. I'm not going to get into probably all of that. But a lot happened between then and now. So hopefully you guys can get acquainted with me and we can maybe color together in one of these books because I really need to. Anyway, that's it for now. I will film part 2 and I'll see you then. Have a good day. Bye-bye.